Hello, 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 everybody. We are here to confirm the fact that Delta 10 is somewhat good, somewhat bad. We got the results here. And it looks like that we were a little bit right and a little bit wrong. So if you've checked out some of our other videos on Delta 10, you know that we are very much on the side that Delta 10 doesn't really do much. I suppose I'll just give a brief synopsis here in case it's your first time watching it. So we have tested CB Delta 10 isolate. It didn't have much effect. We have been also noticing and reading about the fact that Delta 10 has two different isomers, and one is apparently more effective than the other. We've been seeing and we've been proving the fact that Delta 10 is being lied about on packaging, right? I think we can at least say that it was pretty evident that just from the own test result from the business, right, that sold these carts said it was 96% Delta 10, and I said there's definitely no way that's the case. Their own test results sort of showed that was not the case, right? So that's that. I mean, it was sort of pretty evident that they just put that on there. At the same time, though, I was also saying that, hey, there's absolutely I doubt this cartridge is anywhere close to these results, and so it actually is somewhat close to the results. So let me delve right into it with you. So in our previous video, which you can see me talking about it, and basically I was very much on the side of the Delta 10 isn't fully Delta 10. However, I also expected these results to be far less than what they are. So as you can see here in the first result, you can see that there is in this test result, this is the 95% cartridge. It says the Delta 10 is 56%, so clearly that's not the case, and the Delta 8 is 31. Now we have a lot of people who talked about the fact that Delta 10 has a much more sativa effect. I was saying, okay, well, it's predominantly just Delta 8. And so we got this tested, and we got the data right here, everybody, from the exact same lab. And so one thing I will say right off the bat is total cannabinoids were basically spot on, and there's no questioning that. So the total cannabinoids were basically spot on. We have the total cannabinoids in this test result were 90.84, and the total cannabinoids in this was 89.36. So I think that's something that we were wrong on, right? I definitely expected to have a far lower cannabinoid count. So that's at least one good thing to take out of it. The second thing is that the Delta 10 and the Delta 8 limits are basically the opposite. So in our previous result, we had it that it was 56% Delta 10, and in this, the Delta 10 is only 27. So this is not representing the product which says that there's 96% Delta 10 in there. It's actually only 27%, and the other 60% is Delta 8. So that sort of shows the areas that we were more correct on. But again, we can't be 100% right about everything. But at the end of the day, the one thing that this does show is that there needs to be more consistency with testing, and that these products are not representing themselves at all, really. They're saying they're 97% Delta 10, and they're not. They're not even really that close to it. The total cannabinoids, it's representing the fact that it's all Delta 10 in there. Clearly that's not the case. It's really predominantly Delta 8 with a little bit of Delta 10. And so it's really just something that shows that there needs to be more standards in place, and there also needs to be clear tiers known for people. You don't really know what else is in this. There's a potency, but there's nothing to show that the terps are there. This sort of proves to me though that they're testing this with terpenes in it, because the results were so were pretty spot on. So again, even as a business, it would be beneficial to be able to show the terpene test and show the pesticides and show all of these others, so that people can know that their products are safe or not. So I would just conclude this with the same thing we've been saying from the start, which is make sure to look at the products that you're paying for. Make sure to look at the test results for the products that you're paying for. And if you want to buy something that says, like, would you buy something that said, hey, this is like 95%, and then you find out that it's actually not in any way or close to that, and you paid a premium for it? I don't think that that is acceptable, right? And we're all doing our best here in a new evolving industry, but this is pretty clear that clearly majority of all Delta 10 is in fact Delta 8, because it's the same thing as buying it from multiple different labs, and it's just the same labs putting out the same oil. So you'll probably find that a lot of samples will look like this, which is going to be higher on the D8 side and lower on the D10 side. And it's just important. The whole reason we do this is so that you can see that there is a lot of inconsistencies that happen in this space, and you need to be informed about who you want to give your money to. And if you don't know how to read a test result, then you need to get brought up to speed so that you know the difference between, like, hey, this cartridge costs like, you know, $15, $20, $25. This one cost, you know, 40 or 50. And what are the reasons behind that? What is the safety behind that? And this is at least showing here at the bare minimum that this business isn't really concerned about the test results or what they put in their products. They just want to get stuff sold. So at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you. You have to always observe your own, where you're putting your money, and just recognize that if you're going to be paying a premium for a Delta 10 cart, it's actually predominantly Delta 8. And if you're happy to pay a product that's like that, then that's of course what's best for you. And for those of you who are unaware of that, I hope that this helps to bring you some level of awareness. And I just want to also say at the end of the day that this is a new evolving industry, and there is just so much to learn, and it's really going to be up to you to know, to have your own knowledge, to do your own research, and figure out the products that are best for you, your family members. And we'll leave it there, everybody. I hope you find this informative, and catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.